Welcome back to Ed's Trains. I got a comment from Nick L. asking me how I use my Alexa to turn on my trains. So I thought
I'm not sure.
I would do a short video on how I do it and why I do it. So that's my Alexa Dot. I picked it up because of the configuration of my layout and where my power is located and where I actually run my trains, and I'll explain that next. My layout is approximately 16 feet long, and as you can see, it really does fill up the interior of this small family room. And when I had part of the basement refinished, I asked them to put in a dedicated line, electric line, so that I have 20 amps available for my layout, and I wouldn't be drawing anything from any of the other outlets or the ceiling lights or anything like that. Well, that outlet is on that far wall, just under the cooling tower that you see over there. And so when I designed it and I thought about it originally, and oh, by the way, there's a small passageway at that back end of the layout into the hallway, so you can easily get in there rather than scooting along the wall here. But when I designed it, because the power was there, I thought, well, okay, I'll just put all of the transformers and all the control units and everything on that side of the layout. Well, then when I finally got some track down and started running trains and my grandson came down, I realized I needed this area of the layout, which provides far more room, so I can put a little, step ladder in there for him so he can control the trains. He was just over 3 years old at the time. But the power was on the other side, so it was really kind of a pain in the neck to go over there, turn everything on, and then come over here to run the trains. And to give credit where credit is due, I think I was watching a Max Railroad YouTube one time within this last year or so, in which he had the lights turn on with Alexa, and I thought, that's a great idea. So that's the reason I have the Echo Dot, so that I can turn on the power that's on the other side of the layout and then control the trains over here. So let me show you what I mean by that. Okay, here's a demo of how I power up my layout. Alexa, turn on Legacy. I don't know if you heard that little click as well as that chime, which tells me that it took the command properly, and the click tells me that the Legacy is on. And I can see a little bit of the blue light at that far end knowing it's on. Alexa, turn on Trains. And I have a couple of accessories like the back shop back there, I don't know if you can tell that, and also a billboard sign that lights up, so that tells me that I actually have power to the layout, as well as you can probably see one of the ZW lights down there. So now I can start to use my controller to power up my layout, the tracks and all that. So that's the real convenience to Alexa is I don't have to keep running back and forth to turn on and turn off the power. Okay, another device that I found that can connect is a power strip. And this has turned out to be a handy dandy little device as well. I'll give you an example. Alexa, turn on switch 1. Okay, now let me explain what happened there. If you look at the power strip, you see a wall wart there. That is connected to switch 1. Alexa, turn on switch 2. See the green light come on, and then that battery charger connected to switch 2 came on. Alexa, turn on switch 4. Okay, there's another wall wart connected to that. Alexa, turn on USB. See that green light come on? And that there are 4 USB ports there that allow you to connect 4 different devices. Now you can't control each USB port individually, so you turn them all on or turn them all off. And in this case, I've got an old iPhone connected to that. I'm probably going to include more devices that will be powered by this outlet that are accessories or lights that I still are going to add to this end of the layout and make it a lot easier for me instead of running around and putting things in, plugging things in. Okay, well that's the devices that I use that are all essentially outlets that you turn on and off. Okay, I'm back to show you what the components are of the Amazon Echo Dot that I use to turn various things on and off in my layout. The first thing is an outlet that's smart and listens to Alexa. It plugs into one of 2 of the outlets, and what's nice about this is that you can actually connect 2. It doesn't take up so much space that you lose your second outlet on the faceplate. So this is a really nice feature. And the buttons that you see allow you to control the outlet manually as well as through Alexa. So on a typical outlet like I have, I've got 2 of these plugged in, and I actually use 3 of the smart outlets. One controls the power to the train, one controls the power to Legacy, and I also have a floor lamp on that end of the layout that I can turn on and off with Alexa, and I don't have to walk down and pull the string all the time. So, and I bought these in pairs, and they're not that expensive. I can't remember off the top of my head what they cost, but it comes 2 in a box. They are, I guess, Smart Plug Mini, and I'm not sure if IFTTT is the manufacturer or if, as on the outlet, it's Dilisens. I think if you search on Dilisens, these things will pop up. And you get a manual that tells you how to use it. It's you got to spend a little bit of time because it's easy to get kind of screwed up and frustrated. And then also for the power strip, this is the manual for the power strip, and I do believe it's a different manufacturer. It's Leifan, but I have a sneaky suspicion that it's one company over there in China marketing under different names. But so those are the components, and then the other thing you need to do is get the apps that allow you to control all of this. So the outlet doesn't talk directly to the Alexa. What you have to do is first get the an app called Smart Life.
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, see, she heard my name and she was talking. So the Smart Life app will go through. You can go through. It'll find all of the devices like this that are connected to the Wi-Fi, and it'll pop up here, and then you can name them and tell them what you want to do. So, for instance, in this, there are actually 2 separate outlets, and you can control both of them, by calling them both the same name, or programming them both at one time with one command, or you can control each outlet, which I do. And then once you have the Smart Life, you connect it to the Alexa, so the Alexa then recognizes everything that was recognized in the Smart Life app. I just want to show you a little bit more about the Smart Life app and how it is programmed. And the Smart Life app is the app that you actually use to configure the outlets and the power strip, as an example. So right now what you see are the three devices that I have loaded into the Smart app. 2 outlets and the power strip. It's outlet, outlet 2, and the power strip. Now, take for an example outlet 2. Let me scoot in. So you can see that one outlet is named Legacy Base and the other is labeled floor lamp. So when I say Alexa, turn on the floor lamp, it activates this outlet and the floor lamp goes on. Or Alexa, turn off floor lamp, and then it'll turn off. Similarly, for the power strip, you can see the 4 switches, 1 through 4, and then the USB bank that you can turn on and off as well. So I thought it might be useful for you to see that. And through the app, you can turn them all on at once, or you can turn them all off. That's the other thing. Even without Alexa, you can control those outlets or those devices that are connected to those smart outlets right through the app itself. You don't really need Alexa. Okay, thanks. And now the reason that we go through all this trouble, we do it so we can run trains.
Union Pacific 3983, made up and waiting on a clear track. Can I move? Over. Yes, 3983. Take the green. Over. Copy that. Cleared outbound. 3983 out. Please go to restricted. UP 3983, please go to slow speed. Over. I copy that, dispatcher. Slow speed. 3983 out.
Alexa, turn off Legacy. What that did is everything that's connected to the Legacy system turns off. Alexa, turn off Trains. And that's all the major power, essentially the 2 ZWs I have, ZWL and ZW, post-war. Thanks for watching, and I hope this was useful. Thank you.